Hello again. Well, this weekend I'm in Wales and we've been up here helping to lay a new track to the cottage over there. You can also see the old lime kilns behind me as well. But it's Sunday morning now and I'm going to have a little bit of a walk up the hill. At the moment I'm walking along the track bed of the old railway. So out there. So here you got the remains of the old silica brickworks. And also in the background you've got Fan Gyhirych, I think, which might have to walk up another day. That's actually a reasonable day today. It's quite wet yesterday, or at least in the morning it was quite wet and pretty cold, but not too bad today. Another view here across the old brickworks and over the lime kiln to the cottage. The industry here earlier on was lime burning, hence the lime kilns for spreading on the land, that sort of thing. And that's where the tramway I'm currently walking along was built. And then later on they made the silica bricks and took the stuff down the railway. This is one of the many little quarries. This one's quite big. Taken out a lot of the limestone. They're actually filming a vampire film here the last couple of nights, believe it or not. Got the South Wales Caving Club down there and the Cwmdor quarry, and then the big modern quarry beyond. And that's where we're going, following the line of this tramway up the hill there. Warmed up now, let's take the coat off. You can see quite clearly now the track we're heading up and the cutting there through the little ridge in the middle of the screen. This is the section here where the much older tramway with the stone sleepers crosses the more modern one here that I'm walking up with the wooden sleepers, or remains of them. See, look, wooden sleepers. Bloody told ya. Oh, having to work a bit now. Might have to take my jumper off. There's some microlights up there. You can probably just about see them. I can't zoom in any further. But they've got a great day for it. There's another big quarry over there. Pretty exposed place to work in the winter, I should have thought. This little section here with the remains of this brick building in, I believe that's the remains of an engine house with a steam engine in it. And this is like a haulage sort of passing place thing. And the wagons were on a continuous wire that ran round and round. I think I'm remembering that right. So this is the hill we're aiming to go up. I believe it's called Fan Gyhirych, something like that. Not sure, I'm probably not saying that right. But anyway, that's where we're going. Oh, down here in that little valley is the stream that the Caving Cottage water supply comes from. Ah, there's a wonderful little quarry here, look. Let's have a look in there. On up the track. Ah, what splendid weather. Now we're turning off the old track and going to go up that, what I guess is probably a forestry road. Looks like someone else has been road building recently as well. Oh, what a fantastic view from up here. Look at that. There's a fella coming up the track behind me. Oh, he was running up. Not much of a one for running up hills myself. I'll stick to walking. Now the fellas digging this road, or building this road, have got a bigger digger than we had. It's not really fair, is it? Oh, it's not really my favourite walking along this sort of made up track, but you can't really complain about the views, can you? There's no actual path to the top, so I think we're just going to have to follow this, bear off about now, and go up across those contours to try and find the top. You do kind of know when you're at the top, because when you're up there, the only way is down. Oh, this is a bit nicer than walking on that road, but harder work. Well, there we go. I got to the top. That's the actual top, of course, where the trig point is. Wonder if I can jump across to it. Hey! Well, yeah, if you don't know, these trig points were put here by Ordnance Survey chaps when they had to put their theodolites at the top to make maps. Now, of course, they just sit at their desk with a coffee and look at Google Earth. So anyway, that's Fan Gyhirych, however you say it over there. That's a tricky looking fella because from the caving cottage you can only see that bit. And of course the top is that bit, so you've got to walk a fair old trek to get there. I believe that's Penny Fan and Cribben over there. And then, oh, there's our old chum, the trig point. And another fella coming up to the top. And down there somewhere is the caving club. Oh, well, it's time for an important safety message. There's people who venture up onto the hills without the ability to make tea. Now, a human being can survive for maybe up to 2 weeks without food, and 2 days maybe without water, but nobody's ever done the experiment to see how long you can live without tea, because the scientists that supervise the ethics committees that decide on if an experiment can go ahead just decided that the methods to determine this would be too horrific to contemplate. But best estimates are that you could probably survive 3 to 4 hours without tea. Now, you could easily be stuck up here longer than that, and what would you do then? I mean, you might have a flask of sort of stewed, tepid tea, but that's a poor substitute really, so I always like to carry sufficient kit to always be able to make tea to keep me alive. Oh well, cheers everyone. Ah, excellent. Oh, time to head back, I think. Probably go back pretty much the way I come, because it's gone 12 now and it's a good 4 to 5 hours drive home, so don't really want to be too late. Ah, look at these chaps, paragliding. Good spot for it, I guess. Bloody hell, this one's coming straight for me. Duck. There's 3 of them now, just hanging about up there. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.